I hate Cali roll. So what? Oh my, how aggressive I am. But I hate Cali roll. So what? What can you do? I don't think Cali roll is a sushi. I don't think it's sushi. So, efficiently, I hate like every kind of Americanized sushi. So when you go to the Western country and you go some sushi motherfucking sushi place and what they're selling is actually not a sushi. It's not a sushi at all. They are all some sort of thing that they somehow named sushi. I don't like all of those. But let's just say about Carol, because I didn't have nothing. I've never eaten nothing in my whole life. I have eaten Carolo for quite a while, like for like several times in my whole life, and I don't enjoy that much. And I'm quite sure that's not sushi. That is not sushi. Sushi is not that one. I hate Carol. Hear me out, okay? So here's the thing. In Korean, um, you might know sushi is from Japan, and Japan and Korea is a different country. To be fair, it's a different country, but we're in a very similar cultural base. Okay, so they are like a island, and we're a peninsula, right? So we do have a lot of fish kind of stuff. They call it sushi. We call it as our own name. I don't know why they localize it for somehow. I guess because maybe they're in Korea as well for quite a long while. Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. But we don't call it sushi. That's the first thing. But like, let's just say it's sushi because I speak English in this moment. I don't want to make you confused by using some Korean word that you didn't even know, and I don't have a high expectation about native English users or anyone who fluent at using English. I'm so sorry, but because like the way of pronouncing the language is quite difficult, so you might not recognize it perfectly. That's just a thing. That's just a thing. So I'm not gonna say it, but like I just want to let you know that there's a different a word for sushi in Korean. I just want to say that because like to be fair, if we have a name for that, if we have our own name for one food, it gives you a vibe that you're kind of, you purchase it quite a long while, right? So just want to say that before we start it. Yeah. And so, of course, in Korea and also in Japan, you go to sushi place, and if you're able to order the carry-all, then that's not a proper sushi place. Okay, you got it. Carry-all is not a fucking thing to have in a sushi place. Cause, you know, do you know what sushi is? This is a rice. You put the fish on the top. This is fucking sushi, okay? This is a sushi. This is a sushi that I know. And this must be a sushi. Because this is what sushi is. Have you ever eaten a Cali roll? It's just a roll. And it doesn't even contain a fish in it. They don't. They have a creamy. They have a something else. But not a sushi. Not a fish, right? That's not a sushi. Sushi must have a rice. And they must have a raw fish. You know? That is what sushi is. That is what sushi have to look like. They need a rice, and they need a raw fish on top, and they need some wasabi in it, kind of thing. That's sushi. That is sushi. When I was like with my parents or with my friends, let's go and have some sushi. Let's go for it. We don't not fucking mean a Cali roll. We want a sushi, like raw fish on the top of that rice. Chari. That's sushi. That roll doesn't contain any fish. That's not sushi. That's just something that they made. And they just keep claiming that this is a sushi. and sushi is so good. No, it isn't. It isn't, guys. It isn't. It is not a sushi. It is not a sushi. I'm not a professional of like food or something. I'm not a profession. I don't have any like knowledge of how to make a sushi or how to make a sashimi or any kind of thing. But what I know is Cali roll is not a sushi, and I have tons of friends complaining about sushi place in the western part of the earth, They're all like, sushi place over here is really awkward. They doesn't have a real sushi. We don't consider it as a sushi. And I was like, yeah, true. Yeah. Good. Everything is so wrong. Like, have you ever saw that dragon roll kind of thing? I was pretty amazed. Like, every fucking Asian restaurant have a dragon roll. I lived my whole life in Asia, and I've never saw something called dragon roll. I've never. So as does the spice bag. Did you guys know what spice bag is? It's like a chicken with the spices. I've never saw that thing in my whole life. I live in Korea for more than 20 years. And Korea is a place of that chicken. We don't have a spice bag either. We don't purchase chicken with chips from the first. We don't have that thing. But like, they are selling in motherfucking every Asian restaurant that you are able to go. Like, and what amazed me a lot is like, people really consider that it is real sushi and it is real chicken. How it seems like also in Asian. Like, no, God, no, mate. No, who said that? That's not, yeah. They localized in like some certain really strange way. So, if there's a localized sushi shop or sushi restaurant, and there must be some real authentic sushi place or something, But they don't. They just have a localized one. What the fuck is that? And that's why like every Western people believe that Cali roll is a sushi. No, it isn't. No. When like, let's just say we're on a date or something, and you say you will buy me some sushi, and I was like pretty excited, and we go somewhere and you bought me a Cali roll. We are over. It's that bad. Like, in the beginning I just said like I had a sushi roll Cali roll several time in my whole life, which was like, that all you can eat place. In Korea, there's some cheap all-you-can-eat franchise buffet restaurants in Korea, which mostly sells the seafood, named Kuku. It's a nice place. I'm not gonna blame that place. That's a nice place. They has a like real sushi, like kind of chatty and the raw fish on the top, like that kind of real sushi. And they also have a Cali roll. Because it's all you can eat. From the very beginning, when I was there, like really young age, when I enter there and you want to taste like every fucking thing in the buffet, in the all you can eat. So I grabbed some, I had some, and I don't like that much because that's not a sushi. And my mom and dad was like, no, don't grab that. That's worthless, my baby. I'm like, yeah, I think so. It doesn't even contain a fish in it. How can you call it sushi? It's a shame of sushi. The sushi must have like a fucking raw fish in somewhere. That's what we call sushi. Like, you can grill it. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that you can grill the fish for the sushi. No, you can grill it. I mean, there is some like grilled salmon sushi kind of thing, but you don't cook it. You can grill it. You know the difference, yeah? You don't fully cook it. If the fish is fully cooked, that must be something different with the sushi. But like, well, there's like few things like eel or something that you fully cooked for the sushi, but like that's a little different thing, you know. You should not purchase it in a raw one, but you still might want to make it as a sushi. Then you can maybe cook it, maybe, but like there's not that much. But like mostly you grill it or like make it in a raw one. That's real sushi. That's the sushi that I know as far when I was living in Korea, and that's the sushi, and that's the real tasty thing. That's the reason you go for a sushi, not for a Cali roll, girl. No. Oh, like, huh. You know how I feel when I first go to like Japanese restaurants. Seems like really authentic, and when like I saw like there's nothing but California roll in the menu. I'm like, So yeah, salmon and Cali roll. Where's the tuna? Where's tuna? Because I was eager for a tuna for somehow, and there's nowhere selling tuna in there. Like, you don't sell a basic sushis, and you're calling yourself as a Japanese sushi restaurant. You're not Japanese sushi restaurant. You're American sushi restaurant. You know what I mean. It was not a. You know how stressful I was at the moment. Like, I was expecting something like a really nice tuna something, or at least salmon one. And what greeted you was like a prawn roll. I'm standing over there asking what the fuck is prawn roll. Cause yeah, I'm not gonna deny it. We have a prawn sushi. Mate, that's really nice. That's really nice. But I can guarantee that is not a prawn sushi that I know, you know. Of course not. Of course not. It's really, I'm not gonna say it's really hard to get one in here, but it's not a that big thing to be sold or something. And yeah, sure, you fry it, you cook it and put it in the fucking rice and you roll it. That's what prawn roll should be, but like, that's not a sushi. That's not a sushi. It's not a sushi. We don't have, okay. To be fair, I don't know about how Japanese feel about that, but like, I'm Korean, so let me put it in the Korean way. We do have a fried prawns. We do fried prawns, but we don't have it with the rice. No, that is too oily to have it with a rice. Don't you think so? Like, there is some nice thing called tteokbokki in Korea. It's really nice. We have a prawn, like fried prawn with those. That's how the fries should be with. That's the combination that you have to make with the fries, you know. Every kind of fries, like, I'm not gonna say chips. Chips with going with a hamburger or like a fish and chips, you know. But like a prawn or like a, what was that? Octopus, like fried octopus, any kind of those things. That's going with some spicy stuff, you know. Not a rice. No. And for the Japanese food, yeah, there's some food that you have the rice with a fries one, but they got a different, that, what was that? Different soy sauce with it, don't ya? Isn't it? And they have a different texture of the fries. That's a different one. But you do the fries in the Korean way and you fucking put it in the rice and you called it a Japanese food. I'm standing over there. What the fuck is going on over there? It's that bad. And what pissed me off most is like I saw several person like coming up and oh man, I love sushi, and I was like, yeah, which kind of sushi? Cali roll? Fuck you. No. Please don't like sushi. Please don't like carry roll. That is okay. If you're fucking broke. But no. Still no, still no. There's like way more better choices in here and there. But why? That's not even a fish. And that's California roll. It's not even Asia. Why do they sell it in Asian like Asian restaurant? Why? That is no. I saw a lot of localized menus in many restaurants. And I guess California roll is the worst one. To be fair. And it's way too popular. It's way too popular. It's way too popular than it should be. No. No. Really, no. It's not even tastes good. If that tastes nice, maybe I don't consider it as a sushi, but yeah, you might enjoy it. But like, no, mate, no. There's way more better thing that you can purchase instead of Carol. You don't need to spend like 13 euros or something at this California roll. No. Go and have fish and chips instead. Like, to be, I don't like Western foods that much. Like, I'm not in that, like, brat person or something. I don't like chips that much. But really, like these Cali rolls, like they cost like way too much than it should be. Go find something else better, maybe pasta or something. If you have to neither eat rice, then go and get some fried rice. Fried, like, egg fried rice, that are way better than the carrot roll. Like, why? Is there any charm that I couldn't even able to recognize in the carrot roll that I can't have? I can't like it because just because I'm Asian or something. Is there any charm that you can find as a like Western people to the carrier or something? I don't know, but like, girl, it's everywhere and I can't believe it. I don't even want to know why that is that famous or something. Just want to say, just don't. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, how can I explain it? I don't know the proper way to explain it, how to explain that this sorrow inside. But maybe it's like kind of thing when you like Mexicans feels when like Americans go to Chick-fil-A and they were like, yeah, I love Mexican food, kind of stuff. But like, yeah, I don't like the way they portrays the food. I don't like the way they portrays, like, treat the food. That's pretty rude. Toward the food, like, you have to respect the food. You have to respect the original food, like the real taste of the food is, instead of that, they just like take it and they just like change it whatever the fuck they want, and like they were like, yeah, this is nice from now on. No, 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 no. Even though it tastes worse, they still purchase that one they are used to instead of the origin really good one. Like, I don't know. Uh, living abroad, I do have missed some sushis. More likely, I miss tuna. So, because like where I lived, I was not able to find any tuna nearby. I'm like, how bad, But like, even though I miss sushi really bad, I will never gonna purchase California roll with my 13 euros. No. No, 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 no. Because first, that's not a sushi. Second, that's not a sushi. Third, and it tastes bad. That's all. I don't want to. No. Rather not. Rather not take it. Rather take a fish and chips instead. Oh, they have a real fish in it. At least they have a fish. They use the real fish instead of that crummy. That, how can I say it? Some processed crap. I for a long while I know that it was like really confusing that Koreans actually love spam or somehow. We love spam. Spam is really nice one. I do like spam. But like every time you are like surprised about like why how they are able to have a spam or something, please remember me who was freaking out because there are some people who love California roll, okay? Please. Because I don't like California roll at all. You say at all? Yeah, I'm saying at all. No. I don't like it. I don't like California roll. Am I saying it too much? But like every time I try to recall like one nice memory about California roll, no, I don't have one. And it's been a while for me to not having a California roll anymore, cause like that all you can eat restaurants that I just mentioned like several minutes ago, they're dying recently. They're vanishing. They're closing. How sad. So, and for the tourists, if you go to like sushi restaurants in Japan or Korea, and there's like in their menu they might contain California roll, that's fine. But they do highlight the California roll, run. That's not a roll. That must not be a roll. I've never saw any Asian decided to choose a California roll by themselves. Never. Maybe there's maybe someone who are not able to purchase a raw stuff, like, but like if they can't purchase a raw thing, first of all, they don't go to sushi restaurants from the very beginning, and no, I've never. If they have to, they feel like they have to go, then they go and they have something else that is like grilled or something. But no, not California roll. No. So never be so surprised when you can't find California roll in Japan or Korea, cause that's not a sushi, mate. That's not a sushi. I just want to tell you this. Just remember that California roll is not a sushi, and I fucking hate that like every Japanese restaurant in Western side have a California roll in their menu. Thanks everyone. Thank you for watching to the very end. I think I'll be yapping for like a 15 minutes and it's 25 minutes at this point. I can't believe it, genuinely. Why am that mad? I'm in Korea at this moment. It's like I don't need to be that mad about like having a shitty shit menu in there, like something else, you know. But like, why am that mad? Whatever. Thanks very much for watching, and I'm also streaming, playing games for like for a while, for like I don't know, 3 to 4 times in a week. I mostly play Hollow Knight and what was that? Some cleaning house stuff. Not a super. I don't remember the game's name. I'm so sorry about that. But like, still. So if you're interested, please subscribe and come to my live streaming. And if you like this video, please subscribe and push the like button behind. If you don't like this video, please subscribe either. And do you have any opinion about my video of me yapping today? Please comment. I like to fight, I like to debate, so please leave your opinion in the comments. If there's anything you want to know about Asia, or if there's anything you want me to yap about, please comment. And thanks very much. Bye bye. See you next time.